Hey everyone, so I know I'm supposed to be working on Cassie and Sonia's trailer today, but a couple days ago I had ordered a apartment-sized fridge for my trailer because I couldn't figure out how to get this one to work. It worked initially when I moved in here and then suddenly stopped, and I've tried everything, lots of Google stuff, and can't get it working again, and so I just decided to pull it out and put in an apartment-sized fridge. So, wonderful Lowe's. I don't like using Lowe's, but the fridge was on sale, so I got it from Lowe's, and wonderful Lowe's couldn't even give me a delivery date until this morning when I got a call saying we're delivering it today. So that I thought I was going to have a couple days advance notice. And so anyhow, my project for today is to take out this guy, and all by myself, and after hurting horribly, my body is just beat up from yesterday. So I'm going to try and remove this fridge today, and that way when the refrigerator shows up in an hour, I'll have somewhere to put it this afternoon. Okay, so step one of replacing the refrigerator, I got the doors taken off. That was a challenge because all the videos I watched said you remove the bottom nut first. But after struggling and struggling on my refrigerator, of course, it's the top nut first that you have to take off. So, got that taken off. Meanwhile, Lowe's delivered my new refrigerator. I'm just doing a residential refrigerator. And then down here, I'm working on, I got the power disconnected, I unplugged it, and I'm not into electricity. I hate electricity, but there is 12 volt going to it still, so the light was still on the inside. So I have already turned off the gas at the source, at the tanks, and I unplugged the trailer, and now I'm going to disconnect these. I have no idea what to do with them afterwards, so I'll have to Google and find out how to make that a complete circuit, because I'm thinking you have to do that, but I guess I'll find out. And then I'm going to undo the propane and run up to the store and get a plug for this, because propane won't be needed anymore. So that's my project for today. Got the beast most of the way out, but that sucker's going to be heavy. I had to move my little cabinet here to try and get it out. So I'm going to finish wrestling the rest of this out, and it looks like the new fridge is going to go on the ground down there, which means I have to pull out all that framing and clean out all my tools from underneath there, and that way I just figured it's easier than trying to lift that other refrigerator to get it in here. So it's just going to slide in on the bottom, and I'll have hopefully some extra room on the top that I could store some stuff. But that's the update for now. Got everything on the back side disconnected. One of the things that my refrigerator had that all the other YouTube fridges didn't mention is mine has a drain line. It's a little black plastic. Let me take you for a walk again and make you sick. But it has this was holding me up, so I had to cut it and try and figure out what it was, and it's a drain line so that if there is any water leakage or whatever, it drains right down out underneath the trailer. So I just cut that in half because I don't care what happens to it. Whoever purchases it will have to buy a longer drain cord, maybe, who knows. Anyhow, this is actually, I'm going to take it into West Coast RV, and if he can get it running, then he'll give me a store credit or something for Cassie's sink that we need to purchase. So if it doesn't run, then I guess I'll be dumping it. Anyhow, give you an update in a bit. Okay, guys, got the refrigerator out. It is laying here on its side inside my trailer. And the reason why it's laying on its side inside my trailer is because it doesn't fit through the door. So now it's like 25 inches with the coils on the back, and it's 25 inches wide. So the only way to get it out is to try and take off the cooling unit on the back, and that's what I'm trying to figure out how to take off now. So, and I'm working in very small, short, tiny quarters. So it's not been fun, especially trying to move this thing, flip it around, and get all the screws out so that I can hopefully get it out the door. So doubt that I'm going to be able to take it into West Coast RV now because it's all in pieces, and I don't remember how to put the dang thing back together. But at this point, I don't care. I just have this really pretty refrigerator outside. Got my cabinets all cleaned out, and I got my super pretty refrigerator to go in here. This is what the inside of the cabinets look like on the Nomads, in case you're wondering, complete with spider webs. But when I did my measurements, there's this framing that's in here. And I did my measurements, and the fridge will still slide straight back in there without having to change any of this. I got the Hayer model, and it's only 23¼ inches wide, and this opening is 24 inches wide. So that part's fine. I just have to cut out this bottom shelf here. And then because I am going to put the refrigerator on the ground instead of taking out the upper portion of the cabinet up there. And so, because I can't lift the refrigerator by myself. And so that means I have to take out this framework, and then this floor here I'm hoping to use as a floor down there because the refrigerator can't sit on top of the water or the vent pipes. So haven't got that far yet. I might just decide to try and lift it up into this cabinet and take this out instead because it's easier, but we'll see. I will keep you updated. Okay, well, probably an hour or so later, I finally got this stupid Dometic refrigerator out. It is destroyed now because I cut wires and everything. But what I had to do is take the whole cooling unit off the back. And in case you're ever wondering what the cooling unit on a Dometic looks like, it looks like that on the inside. I guess this is an older model Dometic, and it was really hard to get these fins, which are usually on the inside of the refrigerator, and there is a seal on it, and I couldn't get it broken open gingerly, so I destroyed, let me see, I can't even tell which side's the back. I guess this is the back, but I destroyed the side where I pried it out, and finally got that sucker out so I could get it out my door. And now these pieces here, the cooling unit, there's the brains are down there, the part where the propane goes, I can't even think of the name of it. I'm so tired from tearing this refrigerator apart because I took out every screw that I could trying to get this through the door. And so anyhow, but the rest of this I'm going to take over to West Coast RV and see if any of the parts are usable for somebody else. They are not usable for me because I am not going to ever have an RV fridge in my RV again, I hope. Anyhow, so yeah, I did finally get this out, and now I'm going to attempt to put this guy in. And I've decided that instead of, because now I'm tired and I just want to get this done, so instead of taking out this bottom pedestal, I'm going to put it up higher. Plus it'll be easier. I'm older, so it'll be easier to get stuff on the bottom shelf of the refrigerator without having to get on my hands and knees to do it. So the refrigerator is going to go up higher, and I just need to cut out this framework up here, And then some of this framework back in here so that the fridge will slide back in there. And that's a whole lot easier than redoing the floor down here. And then if I can't lift the fridge in, I will have a friend come over and help me. And it is finally done. Sorry, I'm using my iPhone, so this is going to be a lot more shaky than the other. But anyhow, obviously I decided to take out the top panels instead of the bottom panels. And my sister and I thought we could deadlift this and lift it up into the unit without the doors on it. And then we got it in there and we realized that we had to have it back out because I had to put a bracket on the top to hold the doors again. And then I got it back in there. And then I realized that I couldn't open the doors all the way because my door is right here. And in order to get these shelves in, you have to be able to open the door all the way. So I had to push it out a third time. So it's now 8:30 at night. It's finally in there. It's not plugged in because I capped off the propane, but I haven't turned my propane back on yet. And I want to test that first before I plug in the refrigerator next to it. But so this is the higher, and apparently I still need to make some adjustments on this door, but this is the higher brand, and it was like 59 inches tall, 23 and something inches wide, which if you're looking to do this, you're gonna want that 23 inches over here because you can see there's like zero clearance. So the only other option would be to knock out another one of these frame things around it. I may do that at a later date anyhow. But so my refrigerator is in. I'm excited. This is like a project I've been putting off for 7 months now. I've been in the camper. I've been living in it 5 months. I've had it 7 months. The other refrigerator broke 7 months ago, and that's what happens when you put it off to the very last minute. And I just happened to see that the higher refrigerator is on sale at Lowe's for $300 compared to their Black Friday prices were $500, and Home Depot still had it for $500. So it was on sale. I decided to buy it when I could, and now it's a done deal, and I can get back to working on Cassie and Sonia's trailer. So and have a refrigerator inside the house instead of a little dorm room one plugged in outside. So talk to you guys later.